quick radio check. Paul, reading, and Chris, if you can hear me, nice big thumbs up if you can hear my voice. Give me 1 second. You can hear me there perfectly fine, Paul, right? All right, perfect.
I am going to up that volume just a small bit here, okay? Check.
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 Oh wait, I forgot. You're totally. You're actually on the stereo.
I was gonna say,
system.
I felt like I was turning it up.
Check.
Check.
There we go. Because on the track it's a little bit loud, so I just want it to be a little bit loud right now.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
Check. And Renee. And Renee, you got my voice loud and clear on the radio? Perfect. And Chris, can you hear my voice nice and clear? Alrighty. Just checking the volume. Alright, drivers, we're about to be heading on track for our first track session at speed. What do we mean by at speed? I want us to go out there and still learn the track. Okay, still get a habit of where the turning cones are, where the orange apex cones are, and just an overall understanding of the track, but just at a faster speed now. And when I say faster speed, it may not even be that much faster than earlier, right? We're just going to be going at your speed, whatever you're comfortable with, versus what we had earlier, which was our speed. Alright, drivers, let's go ahead and put our foot on the brake, pull up on the drive tab, and press the M for manual mode button. And Paul, Renee, and Chris, let's go ahead and roll. And again, drivers, make sure you got your windows rolled up here, make sure you got your AC going nice and strong. And again, drivers, rolling out here onto the track, we're just going to be worrying about where the turning cones are, where the apex cones are. Still trying to hit that proper line around the track, instead of this time it's going to be at your pace instead of mine. Now also, everyone, take a moment to clear your mind of any distractions you might have. So no thinking about dinner later, no thinking about the Vegas casinos later, something like that. We're going to have full focus in on the track at this time. We're always going to want 100% focus 100% of the time while we're out here. Let's go ahead and shift up to fourth gear on the straightaway here, and we'll just keep it nice and steady and slow. Sorry about that, I had to switch a radio battery real quick. Braking up the floorboard. As we approach turn 1, remember to turn in slowly initially, and then get up on top of that right side curb as you get to your apex. Now, there may have been a little bit of confusion when it comes to when you want to be on top of the curb. Well, to clear out that confusion, the only curbs you want to hit are the apex of your corner, far inside where you see those orange cones. But, for example, here, this outside curb we want to avoid, and heading up to turn 3, we want to avoid that outside curve as well. So braking here at the floorboard, we can shift down to third gear. From the left side of the track, we're going to smoothly start turning in. Right side is going to be up on the curb, and you're going to unwind out to the left and accelerate. Remember those 8 steps of the corner. Remember your visual scanning. Remember, staying in your comfort zone is a priority here. We're just getting out here. We're going to learn this track at a slightly higher speed. Remember, left side's up on this curving, entering turn 4. Okay, you're looking good there, Paul. Then you can come all the way out to the right. Turning in at the blue turning cone, we'll get left side up on, and unwind out to the right side of the track. As we approach the corner, going to brake just after the 3 board here. From our turning cone, we're going to carry some brake pressure. You're going to stay left. Also, Paul, let's put those hands out to 9 and 3 on the hand position. Right, kind of to the top of your hands there. Staying left here for a moment to get a nice straight shot towards turn 6, right side's up on. Staying left for this next apex, getting all the way to this blue turning cone. Start bringing it to the right. There you go, good curve there, Paul. Okay, drivers, so let's maintain that 5 or 6 car lengths of space, but Paul, you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to maintain the gap in front of you, so you go as fast as you're comfortable with, but really prioritize this line around the track, okay? We'll start rolling up our speed here, start picking it back up. Solo third here, entering turn 10. Here we come up to this blue turning cone. Remember, a nice slow initial steering at the blue cone, try to get 4 tires up on top of the curb. And then we'll unwind and accelerate all the way down the straightaway. We'll shift it to 4th gear. And don't be afraid. Unwind it out on the straightaway. Nice firm brake pressure here at the 4 board. We'll shift to 3rd gear. Start looking right with me here. Get the right side on this right side curbing. Entering turn 1. Unwind and accelerate. 4th gear. Stay left for a moment. Smoothly, slowly start working yourself back to the right, clipping this apex, and then unwind, and again, squeezing the throttle in a straight line here, speeding it down. We're going to aim for the 1 and brake firmly here at the 4 board, once again to 3rd gear. Start looking right, start looking for your apex nice and early here. We'll get the right side on the curve, we'll unwind out to the left side on exit. So just squeezing the throttle here, and we'll go 4th gear halfway down the straightaway. Braking here at the 2 board, going down to 3rd gear now. Just staying in 3rd gear here, looking left. There you go, good accuracy there. Let's get all the way up to the turning cone and start easing in, and just gotta grab the bottom half of that curve. And try to get a little bit closer next time, but overall pretty close. Acceleration in a straight line. Braking just after the 3. To the left side, we'll keep it tight left, entering the corner. And then through here, just gotta get the straightest line possible, use up all these curves. There we go. Set yourself up for turn 6. Again, getting close to all these apex zones, looking really good on your curve usage so far here, Paul. Keep it up, man. Accelerating towards turn 8, a little bit of brake pressure. You can use 2nd gear here if you choose. Hold the middle lane with me, and then we'll square it off clean. There you go, now keep it tight to the right side. Slightly early on that apex in turn 8. You want to stay in the middle just a tad bit longer. That'll help you get a proper angle heading for turn 9. Again, looking left here, start wide with the wide approach for 10, 4 tires up on the curve. And accelerate straight line. Again, line that car up, just the 4th gear about halfway down the straightaway. Turn brake at the 4, shifting down to 3rd gear now, looking right. To the left, smoothly working our way back right once more. Again, just carry a little bit of consistent throttle through here, get some acceleration in a straight line. Aiming at the 1, braking at the 4, we'll go to 3rd gear. Still looking right here. Keep looking right with me. There you go, right side's up on, unwind, and accelerate down the straightaway. And Paul, again, looking really good, man. Through here, we're just going to work on the curve usage this time around, alright? So for turn 4, try to get the whole car up on it. Aim for the whole curve. Turn in towards it. Yeah, there you go, that's better. Now for the same thing here, try to get about half the car up on top of the curbing here. Don't be afraid to aim for it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Unwind, accelerate. 4th gear. Turn right down to 3rd gear once again. Staying in 3rd gear through the S. Keep looking where you want to go. Keep your eyes through the vision. Carry some business out through there. Again, don't worry about your distance to me. Just focus on your line, your comfort zone. A little early that time for that drive into turn number 7. Again, trying to stay towards that blue turning cone a little closer before you make your angle in for turn 7. Turning is a lot better right there, but you just gotta come off the throttle a little bit. If you carry too much throttle off turn number 8, you're gonna kind of mess your line up heading in for turn 9, but overall, good job right there. Let's go ahead and slow the speed. Let's go ahead and slow the speed here. Let's do a rotation. Renee and Chris, just keep your speed up so we gather up on the straightaway here. Follow, go ahead and follow me to the right side. And again, Renee and Chris, just keep your speed up. Come right behind me here, Paul. Alright, we're all gathered up here. So, Renee and Chris, go ahead and pull left with me here. And then, Paul, you'll fall in behind the black car once it goes by. Alright, let's start picking it back up here. So again, Renee, nice and relaxed, nice and focused, just worrying about your line, worrying about your comfort zone, okay? Find your turning cone, start looking right for your apex. Fourth gear here. Fourth gear, start from the left side, smoothly work back right. Now in turn 2 right there, we were a little bit early on the apex. You want to stay left a little longer heading to your turn number 2 to get yourself a little straighter shot heading up the hill. Brake here at the 4 board, we'll go down to 3rd gear. Again, looking right here, just 3rd gear. Keep looking right. Right side's on the curve, unwinding, accelerating. Give me some throttle here, Renee. Ease that throttle down. Braking at the 2 board. Again, looking left here. Keep it tight. Up on the curve. Unwind out to the right. Stay 3rd gear here. Look left. Wait for your turning cone before you start turning in. Start bringing it in. There you go. You just gotta turn the wheel a little bit more heading for that apex. Braking just after the 3. And then again, for turn 5 there, Renee, you just gotta turn the wheel a little more in the center of the corner to get up on top of that curve. Don't be afraid to turn these wheels. Right up on all these curves here. Here we go. Now stay left for a moment, looking back towards the right side, try to get a straight shot through all these, and then get to this blue turning cone on the left side for 7. Get to the left, then bring it in tight right. Yeah, look at that, that's what I'm talking about. Squeeze a little bit of throttle here, we'll go to 2nd gear. Hold the middle lane with me here, squeeze back to the right side. Keep it tight right, wait for this blue turn in, keep looking left with me. So we're going to bring in the 2, turning into blue turning cone. Remember, wait for the turning cone, then bring it in. 4 tires up on the curb, accelerate out. And you're going to line the RPM out here. Up to 4th gear, and we'll brake here at the 4 board as we approach. Right side here. Again, a little better stretchy that time. Aiming up towards the 1, braking at the 4. We'll go to 3rd gear here. And again, Renee, working on your visual scanning. On the wheel, unwind, accelerate. There you go, looking better, Renee. Again, work on the curve this time around. We'll bring it to 2, down to 3rd gear, looking left, and aim right for this curve. Turn up on top of it. Turn. All the way up on it. Yeah, there you go, that's better. Now, same thing for right here. Into your blue turning cone, turn the wheel more than 90 degrees to get up on the curve. Yeah, it's better. Very close right there. Again, we're not trying to avoid the curve, trying to get up on top of the curve at the apex. Bring it down for the 3. From the right, looking left. And Renee, let's move those hands down to 9 and 3 on the hand position. That's one thing that's slowing us down right now. Move those hands to 9 and 3. Grab this right side curve again. You can kind of see where I'm positioning in my car, getting out to the blue turning cone. Smoothly working it back for this right side apex. There you go, that's better. Now for turn 8, carry some brake pressure. We'll go to second gear. Hold this middle lane. Start turning in. Hold the middle, and then square it off late in the corner. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. Yeah, there you go. Now look at the left. Hit this apex. Alright, let's go one more lap here, Renee. Before we rotate, let's go one more lap. So stay left for the blue. 4 tires up on the curb. There you go. Now accelerate down a straight line here. Don't be afraid to speed that ball down a straight line. We'll go firm brake at the 4. And we'll go to third gear, looking right. Yeah, I just want to work on this line, on this consistency a little bit more with the ear, Renee. Letting you get more comfortable inside the car. Unwind out to the left side. We'll shift up to 4th gear, the turning cone. Now look at this. Look at where I put my car. I stay left for a moment, then bring it back right. There you go, that's better. Just keep working yourself further onto that left side. Let's keep up towards the 1. You can accelerate here, Renee. Accelerate, and then brake at the 4. Again, down to 3rd gear. Wrong side of the track, buddy. Look at the left side. There you go. Remember, keep your visual scanning up here. You gotta keep your eyes where you want to go next. You can't look at your immediate surroundings. You gotta pick your eyes further up. Look past me. And again, this time we're gonna work on that curve. Use the blue turning cone. Get the whole car up on the curve this time. There you go, that's better. Now I want to see you clip the curve this time. I want you to turn the wheel until you feel the rumble. Turn the wheel up on it. Turn. Yeah, there you go. You clipped that time. Good. And again, Renee, 9 and 3 on the hand position. Move your hands down. Look to the left side here, keeping it tight. Remember, use up all the curves that you can here to get the straightest line possible. Getting back on the right, clipping this apex. Getting back to the left, carrying a little bit of brake towards the turning cone. Then looking right. Second gear, holding this middle lane. And hold the middle, just nice lane apex here. Keep it tight to the right for turn 9. And then keep it tight right. Now looking left. Alrighty, I think we made some improvements there, Renee. Let's go ahead and do a rotation this time. So Renee, if I could give you any little bit of feedback, we really need to move our hands down to 9 and 3. I know 10 and 2 you think is the best position, is what we used to do, but 9 and 3 is the new best position because it gives you the best control over the car. So let's really work on that hand position. Let's also gather up here on the right side of the track before we get rolling again. So let's all gather up on the right side. Give that group a little bit of extra space here, and then we'll go for 2 more laps with you here, Chris. Just had to make up one other lap due to the other group, so we'll go 2 more here. Again, just giving that other group a little bit of space so we can get some back-to-back laps here. But everyone's doing good so far. Let's go ahead and start rolling. Everyone's doing good. I like what I see so far. I just want everyone to keep working on your visual scanning. Keep working on turning in the correct point, getting up on top of the apexes. If you can turn in the proper point and bring your car all the way down to this curve, accelerate out. That's what I'm looking for. So again, Chris, nice and relaxed here, your pace, your comfort zone. Start looking ahead with me. And right after that, turning in a little bit too early for 2. You gotta stay in that left lane a little longer past the turning cone. Braking down to 3rd gear. Start looking right with me here. Turning into blue. We'll bring it down to this apex on the right side of 3. And remember to come off the throttle in the middle of the corner, Chris. If you got throttle on, the car's gonna understeer like that. You gotta stay off throttle. You gotta carry the light brake pressure. Like right here, carrying the light brake pressure into the corner. There you go, 3rd gear, looking left side now. We're going to use this curve. Early on that apex there, Chris. Again, you got to wait for your turning cone. Don't look at me. Keep your head up. Look for your turning cone, not mine. Tight left here. There you go, run these curves all the way through here. There we go, I like the aggression. A little bit of speed through here, get to the blue, back to the right. Again, coming off while let the car rotate. There you go. Second gear in this corner if you choose. Hold the middle lane. So a little wide on that exit gate. Again, you gotta stay off throttle a little bit longer, Chris. You're looking good. You just gotta stay off throttle a little longer, alright? Let's get wide, get 4 tires over, and accelerate down the straightaway. Alright, let's go ahead and slow it down. Let's go ahead and slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. We're gonna gather up real quick. We were gonna catch that group pretty quickly. So again, once we come out of turn 10, let's all just gather up on the right side. I'll get you your 2 laps here, Chris, don't worry. Drivers. Right now, the only problem is there's a big speed discrepancy and from our group to the other group, so that's why we're hanging out here. We're going to give that other group a lot of space here. Chris, I'm going to get your back-to-back laps here, don't worry. I like the aggression so far. Again, just really prioritizing the proper line around the track. That's really what I'm looking for. I could really care less about your speed. I care much more about how well you handle the car. How controlled are you? How comfortable are you? That's really what I'm more after here. Alright, let's go ahead and roll. We're going to third gear into 1, getting up on this curve. And remember, I want you to watch this line in turn 2. We'll grab 4th gear, now look what I do. Stay left for a moment, then bring it back to that apex on the right side. Keep steering it in. Look at that. Now you get a nice straight shot down the straightaway. Even to 1, bring it to 4. Brake to 3rd gear. Again, stay off throttle here. Just let the car turn. Light brake, let the car turn down to this curve. You're getting a little bit too deep into the corner. You're coming off the apex a little bit. You gotta stay off throttle. You gotta carry the light brake pressure. Look how long my brake lights are on in these corners. I'm on. I'm still carrying that light pressure off into the corner. We'll go 3rd gear here. Again, stay wide. Don't turn into the turning cone. Again, a little early on that turn-in there, Chris. It's about a car length early. You gotta wait for that turning cone. That's gonna be your best spot. Looking back left, get up on this left side curve. Maximizing your track units all the way through here. Get up on the left, heading for 6. Get your turn in, back to the right side. Alright, we'll go to 2nd gear again in this corner. We'll just keep rolling this time. Hold middle, square it off, tight right, stay off throttle, off throttle, off throttle, off throttle. A little better that time, but a little early on the apex. Again, it just comes down to a little later apex in turn 8, staying in that middle lane a little longer. Let's go 1 more lap here. A little bit of early apex 10. We have a tendency of turning in a little too early consistently here, Chris. Brake at the forward, down to 3rd gear, lean right. Accelerating towards turn 2 here. Don't worry about your distance to me. Focus on your line, your pace. Up on this right side curve. Unwind and accelerate. Up towards 3. And again, I want you to watch this corner with me here. So firm on the brake at the floorboard. We'll go 3rd gear. Look at how I take this corner. I'm on the brakes. I'm off the throttle. Turning the wheel. Turn the wheel. Turn the wheel. All the way down to this apex. There you go. That was much better that time. We were still maybe a foot off the curbing, but it was a lot better that time. So just keep working closer. Looking left here. Up on the curb. 3rd gear, remember, wait for the turn in. Wait for the turn in. Wait. Now bring it in. There you go. Much better. Now look at that angle on exit. Good. Brake. Release. You turn in. Straight line through here. Still in 3rd gear at this point, getting to your turning cone, looking back right. right here. Follow me. Hold the middle. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Now we're gonna keep it tight right. There you go. That was your best one yet. Good job. And you'll see that makes your turn 9 a little bit easier as well. All right. Let's go ahead and slow the speed. We're gonna gather up our group. Up on the right side of the track here with me, gentlemen. We're just going to hang out a second, let our group gather up. And again, drivers, just keep your speed until you come off of the corner here. I'm just going to peek left just so I can see a little better here. There we go. So drivers, I like what I see quite a bit so far. Go ahead and roll nice and slow. We're going to begin our cool down lap. So we'll just get the cars into fourth gear here, fourth gear. Drivers. So that's going to wrap up our first session at pace, and so far what I've noticed is obviously we don't have a full understanding of the track. Obviously we don't know what the car is going to do in a certain situation. So as we run some more laps here, we're going to get a lot more comfortable with the car and its handling. However, you're also going to learn that in the demonstration rides a little bit later on when we take you out for a lap. So again, the point of that session was just to get out here, keep working up the line, keep prioritizing the turn-ins, the apexes, and also work on that technique behind the wheel at this point, because we're going at a speed where that's going to matter. So like right here, Chris, you'll see I'm turning at the blue, but I aim straight for the curb. Right up on it. I'm not afraid to use all the curb there. And right here, this is a little consistently early turn-in zone for most people. Try to really delay that turn for turn 5, kind of make your straightaway so much easier. Alrighty, so drivers, let's go ahead and leave our PDRs turned on, and also leave your cars turned on when we get stopped back in the pits. I want to come through, get some lap times, get some feedback, and again, just leave everything turned on once we get back into the pits here. Left turn signals on here, left turn signals. We're going to go ahead and exit. Building, and again, leave everything turned on the way it is. Go ahead and follow me toward the left side here. And we're just going to go ahead and get right back into our lane. Once you got the car stopped, roll the windows down and put it in park. I'll see you in a second.
stop recording on that.